This is the Aninol V2000SE. This would be the box that it comes in. On the V2000SE, it doesn't have the game port on the side like the other. And we open it. Start on this side. Comes with your manual. It is in Chinese. Comes with the Aninol headphones, sealed. Comes with the USB plug. It is the 5-port mini. And it also comes with the wall charger. And the player itself. First thing you'll notice the difference between this and the V2000 is there is no game port slot in the side. This is the lock for turning it off and on. This is the microphone. This is the volume up and down in your menus. The reset button, the power button, and your control buttons. Has your standard 3.5 headphone jack, the SD mini slot, and where you plug the USB mini plug in. Now the sheets say it only takes up to a 4 GB, but it's the SDHC format. This is an 8 GB, the biggest we can get here in the States. It does have the China chip, the JZ4732, with a core speed of 400 MHz. Comes in 2 GB or 4 GB. This is the 4 GB version. It has a 3-inch TPS screen, which has extremely good viewing angles. Just using the music, and then using video, it lasts about 6 hours. The sheet says something different, but that's what's happened with my player. It supports audio formats of MP3, WMA, FLAC, APE. It also supports video formats of AVI, FLV, WMV, RM, RMVB, ASF, MP4, MPG, 3GP, data, and ASF. Picture formats that it'll accept are JPEG, bitmaps, and GIF files. It does have an FM tuner built in, and you can record through the microphone built into it, or you can record from the FM from whatever station you're currently listening to. The languages can be changed on it. It does have an ebook, and the ebook and videos you have pause and resume. The music files do not. If you leave the music file folder, when you come back you start the song completely from the beginning. It does come with the firmware of 1.11, fully upgradable when new formats come available. It does have a built-in, and we'll start with the music folder. Mine has a few songs already put into it. The internal speaker is pretty good, but the headphones will obviously be much better. Back out of that. You can play by folder, you can play by artist. It does have an equalizer of 7 presets. You can have it play in the background where you're looking at your ebooks. You can put it into a jukebox mode. And we'll go down to the video. And there again, I do have files preloaded into mine. And there again, the screen is very good with the LTPS screen. And as I said, it does support resume. We'll go out, and then go back to it, continue, and we're at the same place we left. Go back out, Go down to the games. It does come with 4 games preloaded. It has Snake, Euros, Candy House, Brick. It's also called Block Breaker. And the games aren't the greatest, but they are playable. And we'll go back out, down to our pictures. What you have preloaded, it'll show us thumbnails. The really nice thing about this player also is any picture you have in it, you can make it into your main menu background, your ebook background, recording, your FM, your music background. As you can see from mine, it does have a custom background by doing so. The radio has an FM radio. You can change the region that you're in, stereo on off. You can make playlists where it remembers the stations. It does have the record function to where you can record through the microphone or the FM station you're currently listening to. It does have ebooks, and just like the video, it has resume in it. Go back to where I was. My custom backgrounds make them a little hard to read like this. I usually change it a little bit to make it easier for reading. And then of course you can browse all files on the internal disk or the mini disk, and we'll stay with the internal disk for now. You have your flash, your music, your pictures, you record it, your text, your videos, and you could also play them from here. System settings tells you about the player, the firmware. You can choose your themes. It comes with 4 pre-built into it, but there again you can use any of the pictures you have as backgrounds. Your display, you can make the screen brighter or darker. You can change the color of the font to any color. You can't change the style, but you can change the color. Your ebook, you can make your font smaller or larger for easier reading. Your light time, like a screensaver, you can set the time limit. Auto shut off, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 10 hours, or switch only off. You can change the languages. The internal speaker, you can turn it off or on, and return everything back to factory settings. I have found that the AVI video format is actually better. It doesn't seem to have any of the lip sync that's off, no lagging, just maybe it's the converter I use. There's a lot of free ones out there that are really good, and there's some that you can pay for that are really good as well. The other thing is, although you can connect to a PC using Vista, using the upgrade does not work very well with Vista. If you're using an XP machine, you won't have any problems upgrading. Right now, there's no current upgrades that I'm aware of. And should you ever buy the Mizu battery pack, with this particular player, it will play with it and keep the battery charged. But there's been a lot of people that have used them, and if your battery is already fully charged, as mine indicates here, for some reason it overcharges the battery, and it will cause the screen to have like little pixels on it. So never use the Mizu battery pack unless you're at least half or less battery power. And also with the LTPS screen, your battery will last a lot longer. That's why I get the ratings I do. I get 12 hours roughly for the radio or music folders. Video, I get about 6 hours of playtime before it even indicates that the battery's being drained. And that should be about it. I'll turn it off.